What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is just going to go over my Heatwave rank ups, the post Heatwave account tour, I guess. I was thinking about just covering all of the rank 4s that I got, but I figured since I got a couple more things than just some new rank 4s, I might as well just show off everything that I got. So, for full transparency, I did complete the web store milestone track. So, I got basically everything that you could get. I bought out the Odins. I bought out basically the regular Valiant store, and then I got some additional stuff from the Paragon store. So, yeah, pretty successful sale for me overall. I basically got every single thing that I wanted except one champion. I did not get Spider-Woman, which stings a little bit, but I have the materials to take her from rank 1 level 1 to rank 4 Sig 150 or something like that. The moment I do get her, she is literally the only character in the current Titan Crystal that I don't have. So the second I get Spider-Woman, take her straight to rank 4, throw the Awakening Gem into her, and then I can start saving Titan Crystals until the next swap over, which I think is sometime in like August or September. I think it's around September is when the next swap happens. So yeah, crossing my fingers that I can get Spider-Woman sooner rather than later. Maybe from the Radiance rewards next week in Battlegrounds. I'll just pick a Titan Crystal and hope I get lucky. But anyways, outside of that, let's cover the new rank ups, starting with the rank 4s. So I have the capability to do one more rank 4. I still have a 3 to 4 generic gem, but like I said, I'm saving that for Spider-Woman. The rank 4s I did rank yesterday, though, we'll start from left to right here. I took Bullseye to rank 4. So this comes at no surprise to anybody who watched a video I made around 2 weeks ago saying Bullseye would be my first skill rank 4. Obviously, he's a nightmare on defense, but personally, I've been a huge fan of Bullseye on offense for a long time, and I needed to take up some skill champions to rank 4 to have some class balance, so Bullseye just felt like the perfect candidate. Also, Okoye being another candidate that I took up and I absolutely love. Okoye, unlike Bullseye, is just pure offense. Bullseye is significantly more of a defender but has dual threat capabilities, where Okoye is sort of the entire opposite of that. She is entirely an attacker. The only thing that could make her potentially annoying on defense is her wonky special animations. But Okoye is so good. She's so incredibly powerful. She's so simple. I remember testing her when she first came out, and I was just so shocked at how, pun intended, I was so shocked at how easy she is to use. All you do is hit the opponent until you get to your special 2, and if they're not already dead, you just keep hitting them, and that's it. It kind of reminds me of Jack-o'-lantern a little bit. The only thing that makes her different is she has an inflated combo meter, so once you adjust to that, she is sensational. Another champion I took up to rank 4 kind of on a whim. I was very unsure of what I wanted to do with my fourth rank 4 because obviously since I didn't get Spider-Woman, I was going to be able to do 4 yesterday. By the time of this recording, that the sale was yesterday. I was going to be able to do 4, so I was unsure of who I wanted that fourth one to be. I was thinking about Serpent, I was thinking about Bastion, but I ended up going with Human Torch because I think it would be sort of silly of me to pick up this unbelievably powerful character in Human Torch and not take him up to the highest possible rank and rarity. Highest possible rank at the highest possible rarity. Human Torch and I have had a very interesting relationship in the past. Obviously, I know he's incredibly powerful, and I just took him to rank 4 as a 7 star. And yeah, I really do like him. I can't wait to keep making more content on him. I think he's going to be an absolute menace in basically every piece of content going forward. Human Torch is one of the original Horsemen of the Abyss, and those characters are of the highest echelon. We have two of them so far as 7 stars, Nick Fury and now Human Torch. Yeah, I can't wait to keep making content with Human Torch. He's so good. He's so effective. Even without the flame on, just his basic kit with the incinerates, being able to turn on the Nova Flame within the same fight. He's he's still a Mystic Slayer. Yeah, Torch is so cool, and I'm very happy to have him. I really am. And then finally, the crown jewel of yesterday's opening, Arnim Zola. Like I mentioned in my video probably 30 times, two characters I wanted the most from the Titan Crystal were Spider-Woman and Arnim Zola, and I ended up getting Zola, which makes me very happy. Zola was right up there with Spider-Woman. They're basically neck and neck, and to have gotten Zola makes me incredibly happy. Definitely the highlight of my opening yesterday. I was able to actually awaken him naturally, which is kind of funny because in my crystal opening, I chose a tech awakening gem from the awakening gem Nexus with the idea of, okay, I just need to pull Zola once and then I'll give him an awakening gem. But I ended up getting Zola from a basic Titan and then a Titan Nexus. So it ended up working out in a roundabout way. And now I have a tech gem that I actually ended up using, and you'll see who I use that on in just a little bit here. But Zola was such a no-brainer rank 4. I absolutely love Zola. Obviously, kind of like Bullseye, just an absolute menace, a titan on defense. But man, Zola on offense, I've got some videos cooking up that are going to be very fun and showcase just how crazy Zola can be on offense. He's so useful, he has so much utility. The amount of utility Zola has is like second to none. He kind of reminds me of a Tech Quicksilver with just how much utility is baked into the base kit. He's crazy and easily, like I said, the crown jewel of my opening was the Arnim Zola here. Now to go look at my rank 3s, the new additions, I awaken my Shothra, which is not a huge thing, but it's definitely very nice. It gives her that regen for, I believe, questing, and then it allows her to place some vulnerabilities when buffs expire. So, yeah, very happy about the Shothra awakening. I was also able to pull and awaken Gallon. So Gallon is again another character in the current Titan Crystal. I was able to pull him and awaken him, and then I got him one more time from a basic Titan Crystal. I got Gallon twice from Titan Nexuses, and then I got 20 more SIGs on him from a basic Titan. So happy to have Gallon. Gallon is incredibly powerful. Very pleased to have him as a 7-star rank 3. Gallon is just super useful still, and I'm happy to see him finally enter the 7-star rarity sphere, you know? Gallon's super cool, and I'm very happy to have him as a 7-star brand new character from yesterday. Another brand new dupe from yesterday was Jean Grey. I already made a video on Jean Grey, actually not too long ago, the how to use and how to fight video. And one thing I mentioned in that video is she does not need super high sig. You really only need the one dupe to notice a substantial difference. And my point still stands. I now have Jean Grey awakened, and I'm highly considering taking her as my next mutant rank 4. Right now, it's probably between her, Dust, and Deadpool X4s. I haven't made a decision on who I want to take up yet, but once I get Spider-Woman up to rank 4, my next rank 4 should be Mutant, just for some class balance, because once I take up Spider-Woman, when I get her, I'll have 4 Science rank 4s, and that's a lot. No shade, I love Science. Science is probably my favorite class, but that's a lot in one single class, and I only have the one rank 4 Mutant, which is Onslaught, so I really should take up another mutant down the line. So whenever I get another opportunity to do that, it'll probably be either Jean Grey, Dust, or Deadpool X-Force. So very happy to have Jean Grey awakened. Some other characters that I just ended up ranking. I took Gentle to rank 3. Big fan of Gentle. Love this guy. Such a monster on defense. Super underrated and incredibly powerful on attack. And then I ended up taking Hitmonkey to rank 3. This one's long overdue. I mentioned I was going to take Hitmonkey to rank 3 a while ago at this point. So finally having him up at rank 3 is very nice. Very fun. Big damage. I like big damage. And then that Tech Awakening gem ended up going to Arcade. So I was kind of mulling over yesterday if I wanted to save the gem for a potential future character, or if I wanted to just use it, get that immediate benefit right now, and use it on Arcade. Because I really only had a couple of options. I think Arcade was one of them, a Hulkbuster was another one. And Hulkbuster doesn't necessarily need the Awakened ability as much as I believe Arcade does. Hulkbuster's kind of insane unawakened, and I already have Hulkbuster ranked up. It was a toss up though. It was definitely a toss up because there is benefit to both awakened abilities. But because I already had Arcade at rank 3 and Hulkbuster was only rank 2, I decided to go with Arcade. And that awakened ability is very nice. I'm definitely going to get him to at least Sig 20 at some point. I'm just saving all my Sig Stones again with the hope that I can get Spider-Woman sooner rather than later, put all my Sig Stones into her, and then I can start focusing on other characters and putting Sigs into other champions. So outside of that, that's pretty much all that I got. I'll show you my inventory now to show off exactly what I have saved. I have two generic 7-star Awakening Gems saved. One of them will be going to Spider-Woman. The other one, no idea. We'll see what the future holds. I now have a generic gem just waiting for me if I ever wanted to use it on anyone I currently have or anyone I could potentially get down the line. So yeah, got two generic Awakening Gems saved up for at least one of them's for Spider-Woman. I've got the 1 to 2 gem, the 3 to 4, and the 2 to 3 again for Spider-Woman, and then all these 6 stones for her as well. And then I still have one Cosmic Awakening Gem and two Skill Awakening Gems. So, Cosmic Gem, not entirely sure what I want to do with this. And then the Skill Gems, again, not entirely sure what I want to do with these either. So, just holding on to them for now. And then I think that's pretty much it. I guess I can do a couple of fights with the new characters just to show them off. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. We can do, a couple of Realm of Legends fights just to show everybody off in a different way. We can start with Zola. Hopefully Winter Soldier is cooperative with us today. Yeah, Zola's super cool. Very happy to finally have him. So I'm going to turn the game volume down a little bit. Alright, so we're set up here to where if Winter Soldier throws a special 2 quickly, nice, I can do this, and now we can start heavy spamming up to my own special 2. Yeah, that's some pretty ridiculous damage in one rotation. And then you just do it again. If I had the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights on, he would have been dead in that first rotation. But still, I mean, that was 48 seconds for 550,000 health. No class advantage. Yeah, Zola's so ridiculous, man. Zola's so legit. Alright, now, let's use Okoye here. You guys know the drill with Okoye. Very simple, very effective. Just get to that special 2, and most things are going to be dead by the time the special 2 is over. Because I'm such an avid fan of Quicksilver, her inflated combo meter doesn't really bother me that much. Because I have so much experience with Quicksilver under my belt. Who was another one of my rank 4s from the 9.2 completion offer. Alright, special 2, and the health pool just sort of melts away. Throw a heavy attack for good measure, and it doesn't matter. Yep, that's Okoye for you. That is Okoye. Now, let's do a little flame on. Let's get Torch going here. I should have already uploaded a video of Human Torch against Necropolis Clairvoyant. That fight was absolutely ridiculous, and this fight's going to be no different because it's Human Torch with the pre-fight against a Mystic, so you sort of expect this to be an absolutely insane fight. Not going to last much longer. I'm thinking maybe 10 more seconds. Yeah, after this special 2, Juggernaut's going to be dead. And the Power Stings will finish him off if the Nova Flames don't do it before that. Yeah, there you go. Pretty ridiculous stuff from Human Torch there. Now let's show off a little bit of Bullseye. A little bit of the rank 4 Bullseye. Big fan of this guy. He just benefits so much from the rank 4. The attack increase is so nice for him. And just the damage consistency makes Bullseye one of my favorite attackers in the entire game. Just so much fun. And so useful. The guaranteed crits, everything being a guaranteed crit, the additional burst damage from the bleed and from the Black Panther relic. go for the full combo here. And Rhino's probably going to be dead before the special one even finishes. Yeah, way before. So we had a lot more range there to finish off that health pool. Yeah, Bullseye is totally ridiculous. And then we can finish off with a little bit of Gallon. So Gallon, he'll take like a couple of cycles unless I build up to a higher harvest amount, and then I'll be able to get Storm down in one go here. But, you know, it's funny, I never had a lot of experience with Gallon because I got him super late as a 6-star. So it's funny to now have him relatively early in his 7-star lifespan because I got him from the Titan Crystal, which is not typical for me. I don't typically have the greatest luck getting some of the newer characters. It takes me more than a little bit to get a lot of the newer ones, so it's fun to have, you know, a brand new one basically right away. Very fun. Alright, gonna go for double special 1, and then I'm going to special 2. And that should finish Storm. I actually really like the base damage Gallon deals with those Furies. Pretty solid. Alright, gonna go for the Relic here, get an additional buff, toss the special 2, and I'm thinking that's pretty much gonna do it. Yeah, those Incinerates with a couple more combos will definitely finish her off. Just one more special 1 and she should be gone with the Incinerates. Yeah, solid stuff, man. Solid stuff. Gallon is pretty dope. Gallon is sick. Yeah, I really wonder how long it would take him to kill like a Penny Parker or anyone who gains armor in a Battlegrounds match at rank 3. I feel like he would crush that. And man, the stuff like Zola and Okoye can do in long form content and Torch as well. Just so exciting. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this post-Heatwave account recap with all of my new rank ups. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all get incredibly lucky. And just a reminder one more time, don't spend beyond your means for this Heatwave sale. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.